Hello there, welcome to another video. Today I want to be doing a slightly different video. Today I'm going to be showing you about these over here. Yeah. Quite a few I've got. Now, quite a few of you have probably guessed what these are. These are actually spinning rods and bass rods. Now, I'm going for the different types, different methods that you use, different places and that sort of stuff. Just quickly rearrange these rods. That's that one. That was that one. That was that one. Right. Now, let's go with this really. Right, your spinning rods get rated into different types of grams for how much you cast. Now, this, to be honest, is a very good rod. I ended up giving it off a friend because he got it with a fishing package, but he just didn't like it. So I just thought, oh, it'd be a decent rod for like tiny fish down the side or anything like that, or even there. Just light mackerel fishing with just a spinner, you know, it's a nice tip. But that's the thing. And this is rated, it's called a, just see what it's called, I'm not going to say the name. It's called a hunter spin. It's flatten. And it's 7 foot when put together both. And this is rated 10. Oh no, you won't be able to see there. It's basically it's 10 to 30 grams. Now that would be perfect. So the thing is, when you do spinning, you've got to try and rate different things, because you get a lot of different types of lures and stuff. And sometimes you can get lures with no weight on them at all. And now, see if I've got what I can explain. Here we go, here's one. These are one lures what I just carried in my rig wallet off times I've been pollock fishing and stuff like that. Now, when you go, you see lures like so these, what are called, that's rigged wadeless. I've just took that back now, it's wadeless, or a wadeless, that's called a sluggo, which are really good for pollock. And that's the type of hooks you want, but you want really 2 oars, to be honest. 3s are quite big, they're called big mouths. Now, there's the array of lures. And I've got everything from sluggos, as you see there. I've even got some red gills. Well, I'll explain basically, right? I haven't got a red gill ready, I don't think. Basically, put your line on your hook. No, you put your line, like your trace line ready. And what you do is, you push your line through the little, I don't know if you can't pick it up. The little gap there. It's that gap. You pull your line through there. Comes just out with the tip of it. No, not a tell a lie, sorry. You can do it the other way around, you put it through there and it comes out with here. And what you do is just tie your hook on, whether it's a size 2, I'll use size 2s, 3 even if you want to, if you're fishing for big stuff. These are more better, I would see, off a boat, drop them vertically down. And you just tie them on, and the good thing with these is you can always change your hook size, which I find is very valuable, you know. I've got plenty of them type of lures. Now, these are 2 type of contrasting lures. These are called I've got the bag here actually. Yeah. These are good for bass then, and they're good for pollock. Signed by the shimmer eels. Now, I've got the shimmer eel there, one at the packet. I've got loads of them, and I've got these. Well, I got by the sky when I went. Basically, like a blue version, the same thing. It's exactly the same consistency. A blue one, you know. So that's basically them. Now, I'll go through these as well. You can get these as well. Jelly worms, which are cracking for pollock. Good method on the float as well, which I'll show you later. You get different types. You can get different colour tails. There's pretty much everything, to be honest. And you get these little, that's got its tail snapped off, but see if I've got one with a tail on. Yes, I have. If I can dig it out. Not that many bloody lures. Or too many, to be honest. There's a little white one, but I've got one. That's not little, that's a big one, that. I've got littler ones. Basically like that. And you basically just feed it through like a worm, and you'd stick the hook out coming that way. And it would lay perfect. That's good for dropping down as well. I would say the worms and that them are better, I would say, from the shore and stuff like the sluggos. But these beefier things, really I would use them more off the boats, drop them down. Now, getting to the thing is, there's different methods you can use to use these. Ooh, get the thing out, there you go. Different types of methods you can use to weight these down, because they're obviously not heavy enough. Now, these are 18 gram full rolls. These are, what could you call, I don't know if I've got any by themselves. Yes, I have. Oh, called lead heads. These are just cheap. You can get lots of different versions. I mean, there. If you get the salvage gear stuff, you get lead heads like that. That's a proper big lead head. I think that's a 40 gram. That's sort of heavy precision rod. Now you use these, and you get these bodies. I don't think they're actually salvage gear. These are the same ones, same pattern and that. These are different colour. They're called culturals, which are look quite good, and they're only cheap as well. But I got them $1.50 for a packet, so you can't get boxed, can you? Really, and they float well in the water. And this one is just like I can't remember what that's called. It might paddle tail, I don't know. Now, you're seeing this with the thingies, with them, the salvage gear, the big lead heads. Now this is the body to match. I should have really laid this all out, to be honest. Right, there. What you do is, I'm not going to fade it through because it's a pain to put it back on. That thin bit there, you just put that in there like that. You just fed it around like a worm through, and it comes out and it'll represent like that. That's where it comes out like, but it'll be obviously straight and it'll be like that. And them are cracking lures for the boats and stuff like that. Really, really good lures. I mean, I would say them as some of the best lures, them, to be honest. I mean, there's a version of it. That's pretty weird. That was on sale, see? 42 gram. Very good pink lure, that one. I've never had any fish on that, like, so you can't very well see about that. Right, so I've shown you them. I mean, you can get lures, for example, like this. This is a battered one, but I've got other ones. I can't find them, though. Which have weights in them, as you can see, the integral weight there. You can get I think these are only like, you can get them up to 20 grams, 30 grams, maybe heavier, but they're not good by themselves. Now, if you're using jelly worms and you want to make them, or them shimmer eels, or even the thingy, what you call it, red gill like that. Thing is with them, you can't very well just cast them out on a, say, 40 grams. See if you've got a 40 to 80 gram spinning rod like this one, which is my heavy duty one, which I use for like big pollock, anywhere out to like 4 or 5 pound, and I'm gonna catch maybe something like that. This is just a flattened make called Maximus IMV, you see, 40 to 80 gram rod. It's a bit beefy. This is a 10 footer as well, so it's a bit more height. If you want to use something like that, you obviously will use a different type of weight. Now, you've got these, like as you can see, on a trace. Now, there's different methods you could use, like a running ledger type of thing. But I've just got a 3-way swivel, tied that off to the bottom, got a little clip there. And then all you do is, I don't know if this weight will fit on, no. And you don't work. I don't know. And basically, right, hang on, I might have a weight in here. Yes, I do. There's a weight in here. This is just a bit of an old spinner. You've seen it, well, it's just like half there. I should see that little weight. I'd say that's about 20 grams. These are 40 gram spinners, and they've been cut in half. So, and you just tie it on like that, and that presents a bait, and then you jerk it. And obviously, when you go up, and it flutters down in the tire, and the fish just come whack straight on it, you know. Now I've shown you mainly lures. That's for like spinning and dragging them across the bottom. They're quite effective. Now, I did see a bass as well. I mean, you can get this is just a cheap bass plug. Don't get us wrong. This is top of the range. It's cheap as chips. But I never really do bass fishing. But I just bought one just because I thought I might try for one. That's just a bass lure, you know. I think that's. I might be wrong. I might be a surface popper. I might be wrong. Now, obviously, when you're doing this, reel, you're looking at something like, I think this is, what's this, 4,000, yeah, 4,500, 500 size. I would say 4,000, 4,500 side. It's more than enough. That's just braid on there. I would recommend using braid as well, because it's totally different. What you call it, especially for spinning. You connect with your fish better. I mean, this is just a cheap runabout. I think this costs £25. But for the amount of times you're going to spin in a year, see it 5 times a year if you're like me, and you do mini sea fishing and that round about we're big cod, stuff like that in the winter. Something like that does the job, you know. When it comes to replacing it, it's, you know, what you're losing, £25, you know what I mean. And you get different types. This is called an ultra flex. This is called an ultra flex because it's flexy. I've got a good mate with Fladden, I would say. Spinning rods. I mean, I might upgrade my spinning rod. What I might do is, because my mate's getting into spinning and he's getting into fishing, I might give him a couple of them. I might probably give him that, and I might also give him. Or I might just give him the ultra flex. And what I'm going to do, for like now, just a few, 5 or something that I'll drink. And what I'll do is, I'll get what's known as a Savage Gear Bushwhacker, which is a well-known rod. Now this is a heavy duty spinning rod. This is called this is a bass rod. It's a very well-known one. And my mates who up around my way, he started off using the exact same rod, he's still got it. Shakespeare Tidewater Bass 2 to 5. So this rod for me is ultimate good fun. I mean, when we used to hunt like the Rattlers Corner, like you see on the videos for whiteys. That's how I first started off doing whited fishing in mackerel. And I used to get 2-3 mackerel at a time on this. And we used to come home one night with catching 20 whiteys every night. It's cracking fun, that. I mean, this is I think this is 11 foot. 11'6", so it's obviously a big one. And this rod, really, you could use it either for float fishing, or you could use it just for drop shotting for wrasse and stuff like that. But then again, I would say this is what I use this predominantly for. I don't use it for spinning really. I used to, but not anymore. This is more like a flatfish rod for estuaries, like the river. It's perfect. I'll probably be going on a river trip with that soon, actually. So you expect to fill them up in the next 2 or 3 weeks with that. Now, when you go for wrasse, you can use 2 different methods. And you could use a 3-way swivel like this. Exact same method, but instead of having the weight coming off from there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, instead of having the weight coming off from there, like with that clip, did on the bottom, you clip a weight, and then, I mean, you can have the weight that long, coming down, and you just have a bit of line about that long. We see a size 1, 1/0, 2/0, about 1/0, 2/0. I use 1/0s for wrasse, and just any, you know, rock ledges, paper fishermen or, and you just drop them down there. Ragworm, hardback crabs, people use paper crabs, these are the limpets also work now and again. Now you can use that method, or I like this method a lot as well, but since I found that method I seen that got more catch up thingy, especially where we were up the Muller Galloway. This secret spot we found. Now this is a float. Basically you have a float stop, which you can buy separately, you know. Put that behind, you put a bead, this, then you put a weight, which is one of these ball weights, and you can get 1 ounce, 2 ounce. I think these are just little 1 ounce ones, which do, you just have 1 or 2 of them and that'll do for floats. Depends what weight your rod is, though, as I say. Put that, then another bead, swivel, and then about, I don't know, that long trace, maybe a bit less, about that much, of say a £15 amnesia, because you got to think if you're fishing amongst rocks, abrasion and that, it can happen, you know. I've come in many times and been really rough and I've had to cut the trace and change it. Like I see it before, with the dropping 1 size 1s, 1 or 2 or, depends what type of wrasse you're fishing for. I mean, we're fishing for some mega wrasse, what we've had. I mean, I've had a wrasse £5, we've had quite a few 3.5, load of 2s, 1s and that. You know, I've never had any tiny wrasse. They've all been decent size like that, you know. That's the smallest ones I've had, about that big. Biggest one I've had is about that big, you know. Quite big. It's fat as well, like his belly was about that wide. Really fat thing. Pity I didn't get, well, we got a picture, but my phone, mate's phone, what you call it, got knocked up, and wouldn't let them view the picture because we never had any service up there. So it made it quite hard, you know. But anyway, sorry it's a bit of a long video and it's dragged out. I hope there's some tips in there for anyone who wants to start out. I know it's not a very interesting video. Hopefully I should get an interesting video out shortly. Please like and subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll get your fishing film up shortly. Please, thank you very much.